Welcome to another episode of the Embrace the Mud podcast. Today, we're going to shine a little light on a silent but potent issue that lurks in many relationships. I've personally been in this situation, and I'd say about half of my clients come to me because they're in this situation. And that is when you're confused about whether to stay or go. So let's dive in. You are listening to the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, and life-giving relationships. Why focus on relationships? Because the quality of our intimate partnerships and close connections influences our health, happiness, and longevity more than anything else in our lives. Relationships matter a lot. So together, let's jump into the mud, aka our messy relationships, pull some weeds, plant some seeds, and create an enriching environment where strong relationships can take root. I am your grateful host, Dara Posner. I am a relational disaster working toward relational mastery. I am also a positive psychology coach, a relational mindset coach, a blogger, and now a podcaster. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, life-giving relationships. If you are a fan of this podcast, please subscribe, follow, like, review, and share. Your engagement in this way is crucial to the success of the podcast, and I appreciate you taking just a few seconds to support my mission, which is to help people like you flourish in life and love. Relationship ambivalence. It's like a silent storm, often unnoticed, but wreaking havoc beneath the surface. Being uncertain about your partner or the relationship, having one foot in and one foot out, creates a host of problems for everyone involved. For the uncertain partner, confusion becomes a constant companion, inflicting its own kind of pain. The inability to make a clear decision traps you in a cycle of doubt, preventing growth and fulfillment. But it doesn't end there. The entire relationship is held hostage by ambivalence. Progress becomes a distant dream because a relationship can only flourish when both partners are fully committed. It's a lot like a relationship that you can imagine just being frozen in time, unable to move forward, evolve, or deepen. It's like pressing the pause button on a story that's begging to unfold. Equally important is recognizing the unfairness to the committed partner. Being all in on a relationship with someone who can't reciprocate that commitment is a painful imbalance, and we all deserve to be fully chosen. So what's the solution? Well, it's crucial to prioritize making a choice as soon as possible. The longer ambivalence lingers, the more it erodes the foundation of the relationship and the well-being of both partners. So if you've been wrestling with trying to make this decision for some time now and you haven't managed to come to a conclusion on your own, it might be time to reach out and seek some support and guidance to help you get there. To sum this up, my precious listeners, when you're confused about whether to stay or go, understand the silent but deadly nature of this ambivalence. Recognize the pain it inflicts on you and your partner, and embrace the urgency of making a decision for the benefit of everyone involved. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of the Embrace the Mud podcast. If this message resonated with you, please follow the podcast, subscribe, share with a friend if you know someone who might find this helpful. Let's continue this journey together. I'd also love to connect with you in other spaces. So if you're on Instagram, I'd love to connect with you there. My handle is @EmbraceTheMud. And you can head over to mudcoaching.com. You can subscribe to my newsletter, Questions for the Soul, where I send out a weekly journal prompt to help you go inward and connect with your deepest needs and desires in life and relationships. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. I will be back very soon with another episode here on Embrace the Mud. In the meantime, please remember, you are wired for love and connection. You are capable of love and connection. You are worthy of love and connection. I'll see you soon.